Yeah, what's up guys? The blueprint to become a profitable meme coin trader has never been more simple. You probably watched a bunch of guys on all the platforms and the strategies to make money, but along the lines, you just missed the 4 simple steps that personally took me from losing money to constantly having green days. And I'm here to help you do the same thing. And if you haven't already, you should definitely check out Axiom. It's one of the best trading platforms out there, and that's for a reason. A lot of the people you see online are already using this tool, and that is for a reason, because it has so many features, even giving you free sell back. And you'll definitely need Axiom to follow along with this video. The link for it is gonna be in the description of this video. So now you're looking at the screen, and the main thing you're gonna be doing when looking at this screen is gonna be clicking on different coins. So let me go ahead and do just that. And when we click on any coin, we're gonna go to one of the things that helped me the most, which was reading the charts. Because over here what you can see is called a chart. These lines or candles, however you want to call it, is called a chart. And it gives us the info about the coin. When it's going up, people are buying, and when it's going down, people are selling. But there is so much more that goes into it that will help you identify good coins out of the bad ones. Especially because a lot of people, probably including yourself, have been rocked before, and the probable cause of that was probably the chart. So if you can start reading the charts and realizing which ones are probably gonna rock, it's gonna help you out a ton, and it's gonna help you out save your capital. So let's look at some of the pictures that you can look at and identify if the coin is a scam or not. So here I have the first one. Let's analyze this together. So this is where the coin started. So you can see the DB bubble, this thing, circle, which basically stands for when the dev bought. So you can see that when the dev bought, the coin instantly went up, and which means the dev bought a lot. And if you have watched my previous video, you'll know that the dev holding a lot of percentage of the coin is not a good sign. And then we can see these very small candles. You can see over here, it's slowly going up, and then the dev starts selling. Then it's doing this weird pattern of going up a little bit and going down very hard, going up a little bit, going down very hard, and then it starts slowly rising. And you can see this chart is only going up. So what can you know about this chart? Well, you're probably gonna see that it's fake, because you can see that the chart is literally being manipulated by the dev. He's buying with different wallets and then selling on the people who bought. And some people are gonna say that, oh yeah, I can hop on any one of these coins and I can make some little money of it going up, for example when it went up over here. But that's not how it works, because the people that launch the coin are gonna see you're buying in, and they're probably gonna sell. And by the way, I just want to let you know that they can sell at any moment. So if you're doing that, that's pretty much gambling. It's best to just stay away from the coins, even if they go to millions, because they end up bragging anyway. The next type of fake chart is gonna be something like this, where you can see that the dev bought a lot, and you can see, like, if you see this bubble DB, it stands for dev bought. So basically, if you see the DB but you don't see the red DB, which basically means for dev sold, DS then it means that the dev is holding. And as I said previously, if the dev is still holding, that means that the coin is probably going to rock. So you can see when the dev bought, the coin gained little to no traction, and it went up very slowly. So you can see here, these candles, they're basically fake candles, and the person who's holding this coin, the dev, is just waiting for people like yourself to buy in so he can sell at a better price. So now that I showed you some of the fake charts, let me just show you some of them in real action. So over here, if I go over to this coin, USFB, and open this up, and I'm on the 1 second chart. So basically, let's look at this chart. The dev bought, as I said, and the dev bought without the red dev sold sign. So this means that the dev, as you can see over here, this means that the dev is still holding, which, as I said, is a bad sign. And what can we see about this chart? It's an only up chart, meaning that the chart, since it launched over here, has just been going up. So there were no natural dips, which means that the coin is unnatural because it's just going up, as you can see, and it's gonna rock probably to 0. Also, you can see that the insiders are 50%, but it doesn't really matter because we're trying to read charts. So I hope that knowledge shows you more about the charts, and so you can open up this kind of coins and you'll instantly see this type of patterns with the dev house still holding and the chart looks unnatural. It comes with experience, but the sooner you'll get it, the sooner you'll get profitable. Now the next thing I actually learned only about a couple of months after I initially started trading, and that is understanding the coin's full narrative. Because you probably heard people saying, and myself saying, that the coin's narrative is the most important thing about it. When you click on any coin, let's say this one, FOV, you're gonna check out the narrative as you do on any coin. So you'll go on X, you'll check out the picture, you'll find out what it is, right? But what I've been doing, and what you've probably been doing this whole time, is just going X, okay, fear of finding out, okay, you read this quickly, okay, it's offer, yeah, right, then you instantly AP in over here, let's say, and boom, it starts going down and you lose money, right? That's probably, my bad, that's probably how you've been trenching. And what I found the best for me was understanding the coin's full narrative. So when you're over on this screen, the post again, you're gonna be looking at these coins. And when you see a good looking coin that's getting momentum, you try to understand the narrative as best as you can. And this is actually really good advice, so look at this. Okay, let's say this thing. Okay, it doesn't have an X, okay, let's move on. Okay, this one, Virginia. Okay, the ticker is Virginia, justice for Virginia, and this name. Okay, so instead of us just looking at the picture, just looking at X, we're gonna do this. Okay, so we go on X, we read all this. Okay, exclusive option victims who Trump spent without hours with name the bombshell. Okay, so read more, you open up these, you read these, you read if there's been any of the comments, you check out the people who the comments are from. Okay, this is some trencher, yeah, sure. You check out the X of the people who actually posted the thing, you see their follower count, because it honestly all matters. As you know probably already, the narrative is the most important thing, and we want to gather as much info as we can. So we go over here on their website, we read these, we set the cookies and everything, we read these, we check out when it was published, if it's relative, because it all matters, and we try to get as much info as we can on this coin, because honestly, if you don't know much about the coin, then you're pretty much just gambling. You're reading the chart, you're trying to find some entries in the coin without understanding the narrative, which is the most important thing. Nothing compares to the narrative of the coin, and that is the meaning of why the coin is gonna run or not. Let's go over here, iStock. Okay, what is this? You're gonna open this up, you're gonna see the chart, you're gonna open up the community on X, you're gonna see the picture of it, you're gonna open up the community, you'll see who the community was made for, you'll see if he devved any coins before, you'll see how many people are in the community, if there are any KOLs in it, you see what kind of posts are in it. Okay, people are saying it's viral, it's a, you see it's a meme, people are making some art about it. Okay, it's pretty good. You know 10 times more than you did from you just by looking at this screen itself, but on Axiom. So this is just to show you how important the info is. If you go ahead and look at the top coins, which I'm gonna pull out on right now, you're gonna see that all of them have some narrative. They are made because of something, and that is the reason why they run. Because most of the coins that don't have good narratives, they don't serve any purpose, and they don't follow any trends, they are just irrelevant. And we want to trade the best coins we can, and we'll gather all the info we can on them. So now that you've learned to read charts and understanding the coin's full narrative, let's go to the third unconventional thing of how I was able to become profitable, which was following the meta. And the meta basically stands for the meta, which is like the best coins that can get you paid right now. So how does a meta work on the changes? A meta coin is a coin that popped out and now there are tons of coins being launched in it. You've probably seen it. Let's say they launched a coin about Pepe, right? Which you probably know Pepe. Now there are gonna be like 500 coins being launched about Pepe, about the narrative of Pepe, just because the coin was the meta and the coin ran very high. So now that you know how to read charts and you understand how to see and how to spot good narrative coins, we're now gonna go over to the third thing that took me from being unprofitable to making money trading, which is gonna be your wallet tracker. So to open up the wallet tracker, you go bottom left and you click on wallet tracker. So now it's gonna pop out like this for you, and don't worry if you have nothing here right now, we're gonna fix it very soon. So what is a wallet tracker? A wallet tracker is a tracker which is built in the Axiom app that you probably have already opened by now, which allows you to track KOLs and influencer traders. KOL is basically a word for an influencer trader or a trader with a big portfolio, so a big amount of Solana that is trading. And you're gonna ask me, okay, Jaroslav, why would we need the wallet tracker? Why would we need to track other people over here? Well, because these people are known and their wallets are public. If these people have made millions, then people are gonna wanna know how they made their millions. So people track their wallets, and that doesn't mean that we're gonna copy these wallets. What we need the wallet tracker for? We need to know if the coins have any motion. So basically, you're gonna have this wallet tracker, and basically, if you want to get all of these wallets, like I do, I have about 300 wallets here, all the top KOLs. You basically can go to the link in the description of this video. It's gonna take you to my Discord server, and here you can go to free resources tab, and here you're gonna have wallets to track. You're gonna download this message I have over here, you're gonna open it up, you're gonna copy the thing, then you're gonna go to your wallet tracker, you're gonna click on manager, you're gonna click on import and paste in everything you just downloaded. And now you're gonna have all of these wallets, all of the top traders and KOLs to track. So now you can go ahead and put it to other side. I like to have it on the right side. So now you have the wallet tracker open, and we see every single trade these KOLs are taking. And so why is it important for us? Well, because we can see all of these people that have a crazy amount of followers and see what trades they're doing. It doesn't mean that we're gonna copy their trades, as I said. It's just to get as much info as we can, because you're gonna be looking at the screen and you can look at the screen as much as you want. But if you have the wallet tracker open and you have this trades tab open, you're gonna see every single trade these people are taking. For example, let's say YOLO, like you go on his X, you can see this guy YOLO, he literally makes like thousands and thousands every single day, like 50k in November. And so when you have this open, you're gonna see, okay, well, you're gonna see these tokens. Okay, let's click on this. Remember, it has some potential, you know, you can catch so many things and get so much more knowledge with using a wallet tracker that is honestly insane. And if you're not using a wallet tracker, you'll never be ahead of the game. So go ahead and use the free wallet tracker from my Discord. And so now that we covered all the steps on the trading platform itself that allowed me to become profitable, we'll now go ahead and move to the most important thing out of this video. And I'm gonna tell this at the end because I want the people that only kept watching until now to know this info. And it's gonna be your mentality and risk management. By the way, sorry if the white screen is too wide for you. So, what is mentality and risk management? It's one of the most important concepts in trading meme coins and trading in general. Because when you're trading, you have what's called our emotions. When you're losing money or you're winning money, your emotions are gonna spike up. Even if you're trading with a very small amount of like $5, let's say, you're gonna think that, oh no, I'm not gonna be even thinking about $5. But trust me, especially if you're new, your emotions are gonna play a huge role in your trading, because if the real money is involved, your emotions are instantly gonna spike up, because you're gonna think like, okay, my money are in risk right now, like I'm risking losing money. And if you're not comfortable taking that risk, you're gonna make some very stupid decisions. So how do we change our mentality and risk management? So your mentality, probably the most important thing. So mentality. So how do we change this? You need to be comfortable losing money. So especially if you're a beginner trader, it's very okay for you to start losing money, because you don't know the markets right now. You might think that from watching YouTube videos and from paper trading, you're gonna like know how to actually trade, because you probably made some money paper trading. But trust me, it's completely different trading with real money. And if you think that you watched a couple of YouTube videos and now you're gonna be okay, well, you won't. And it's most likely you're gonna lose some money. And your mentality should be the thing that saves you, because if you change your mentality, it's gonna help you out a lot. So you need to realize it is actually okay to lose money, especially if you're starting out. Because if you're not ready to take any losses, you'll never become profitable anyway. And with mentality, the most important things are emotions. Because as I just said, your emotions are gonna spike up, making you do some very stupid decisions. So over time, when you're trading meme coins, your ultimate goal should be control your emotions. When you enter any trades, you shouldn't feel anything really. When you're making money or losing money, of course it's gonna feel good or bad anyway, but you shouldn't feel really anything. You should just continue trading as you did before. And risk management is just there so you don't lose all your money on your first day. Because let's say you have person 1 and person 2. They both start trading meme coins, and let's say they both have a 1 Solana portfolio. And risk management is basically allows us to just make as many trades as we can, risking as little as possible. So the general rule of great risk management is gonna be trading with 10% of your portfolio. So let's say if you have 1 Solana, you're only gonna be trading with 0.1, because you might ask yourself, well, would we trade with 0.1? It's literally like $15 right now, when we can trade with like 0.5 right away, which is what, $70. Well, because of course, with 0.5 Solana, you can very quickly turn it into like 1 or 2 or even 3 Sol and make huge profits. But let's say you're just a beginner, and as I said, beginners do lose money. You have to be comfortable with that. And let's say you go in with 0.5. Your 0.5 goes down by, I say, 50%. So now you just lost 0.25 Sol, which is like what, $30, let's say. And now let's compare that to proper risk management, which will be 10% of your portfolio, which is 0.1. Basically, you go down 50%, you lose only literally 0.05, which is what, like 5 times less than this amount right here. So you see how you can make more money over here, but you can also lose more money. Which is why you shouldn't allow your emotions to take control of you and to instantly trade with a huge amount of money. You should take things slowly, you should follow proper risk management and not lose all of your portfolio.